Social Truth, episode 3.1. I'm Andy Sikora.
And I'm Matt Kitchen. Social Truth is the internet television show for the popular website, socialtruth.com, where we post a lot of stories in different categories, talk about different world events and news issues, and we discuss them there and bring them our favorites to you here and talk about how they relate to truth in our society. So that's what we do. We're undergoing a little bit of format change now. We're going to release in 2 episodes a week, kind of split in half so you can consume them about less time. Either Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, whatever I decide to put them out at. So come back twice a week and download the show, watch the show. You can stream it with YouTube now again. That'll be live on the show on the website this week. So check that out. And let's do our stories. All right, first story: Apple open to Windows. For the better part of the past 3 decades, Microsoft and Apple have been like Russia and the United States during the Cold War, but without the nukes.
That's a great start.
I think that's so lame. Okay.
Well, I like that.
That's a good start to our discussion then. All right, so basically what it's saying is that Apple has never allowed, or has been its own island and only used the OS X, or Apple's operating system. They just recently released this application called Boot Camp,
right?
Which now allows you to boot into the 2 separate operating systems at the start. You can now install Windows on an Apple
Essentially,
computer.
it was like Steve Jobs saying, "Mr. Gates, this wall must come down."
Must come down. That's right.
I'm sorry.
So no, that's cool. So it's cool. It's good because it allows people that weren't ever comfortable with using the Apple, switching sides to Apple, although they might like the hardware, they might have liked the interface, they had all their
like how it looks or makes them feel.
Exactly, on the inside.
Makes
like
it
me.
cool.
Yeah, and so now they can do that and buy an Apple computer, love the Apple computer,
like this guy,
and install Windows on it if they want to. With
I think
new Intel chips.
Honestly, it seems to me like they kind of gave up. That's what it feels like to me. It's kind of like they're bowing down to Bill Gates.
Well, it seems to me like you're an idiot. No, I'm kidding.
It seems to me like they
I understand the perspective.
Music CDs.
But the thing is that how they're not bowing down, so to speak, is that Windows is a software company and Apple's a hardware company.
Okay.
So really all they care about is Apple wants to sell computers. That's where they make their money.
Sure.
And Windows makes their money off of selling, well, Windows and
Quicken. I don't know if that's even
they don't know
Microsoft Money. I don't know.
Word. Or
Word.
The whole Office suite, thank you. And so basically it's a win-win situation.
All right.
All right. So it's good. So the
truth is what?
The truth is that both companies win, businesses make money, and America's built on making more money. I don't know.
Money.
Money. I don't have a good truth for that one. So next story.
We're just excited about that because now I can run Windows and look cool.
Except you don't have one, so you really can't.
Oh, that's right. Next. McCain softens language on Jerry Falwell. Potential presidential candidate John McCain says he no longer considers evangelist Jerry Falwell to be one of the agents of intolerance that he criticized during the previous White House run.
Agent of intolerance.
The Republican senator from Arizona will be the commencement speaker in May at Liberty University, the institution that Jerry Falwell founded. All right, so it seems to me that we see a shift with John McCain moving from moderate Republican to maybe a little more conservative Republican.
Yes. Conservative Republican now because he wants some conservative Republican votes.
For,
I think primary.
Yeah.
Do you think this is? I mean, I don't know. Is this more of a move just to gain the primary? Like,
I think so. When he made this comment about Falwell being an agent of intolerance, he compared him to Al Sharpton and Louis Farrakhan and Pat Robertson, who is a bona fide nut job. But this was during the primary when he needed more and more Republican votes.
If you love Pat Robertson, please keep watching.
Yes. Does anybody still love Pat Robertson? So he said those things in the primary when he needed Republican votes, which probably alienated him from a bunch of Republicans. But now,
is he a flip-flopper?
Is he a flip-flopper? Dude, how ironic would it be if John Kerry runs and when he starts talking about McCain, everybody in the audience starts chanting flip-flopper? Would Kerry get so freaked out? Like, are they chanting that for me or for... I'm so confused. I think that what we see here is that McCain understands that he needs an evangelical base if he's going to get the Republican nomination.
Well, okay, read the quote about how they agree to disagree.
Okay, so
McCain said this.
On Meet the Press this past Sunday, when asked about it, he says, "We agreed to disagree on certain issues, and we agreed to move forward."
Mm-hmm. Here's my thing about McCain, which I know you might think that's kind of cheesy.
Sounds like what my
and-
mom told me and my brother to do when we were fighting. I don't want a president who's agreeing to disagree.
Say
on
two nice things
issues.
about your brother.
Yes.
I like your shoes and I like your shirt.
Exactly. Those are my shoes.
But here's the thing: McCain has done a lot of good bipartisan things.
Sure.
In the wherever he's at, yeah.
We're so informed here. Please go to a real news site for real information.
He's a senator, right?
He's something.
Okay. So yeah, he's a senator.
I saw him on Saturday Night Live. I think he's an entertainment.
And I think he can go to a Democrat and say, well, we can agree to disagree, but let's try to get something done.
But let's move forward.
Let's move forward. Let's try to get something done for the benefit of the good of the nation. So, not that Falwell can get something done for the good of the nation. That was such a bad joke. But going to them, and even if it is just for more votes, it's still not a bad thing to go to somebody and say,
let's agree to disagree.
Let's agree to disagree.
I don't disagree on that. I agree with you on that. It seems strange to me that he would move, and I think it's making a lot of liberals who enjoyed McCain in other ways nervous. The one thing that I would say,
so.
McCain saying that he doesn't know if he's going to run for president or not in 2008, but I think he does. If he's doing these things.
Yeah.
My truth is less about McCain and Falwell and more about this: is that people will often swoon when they hear what they like to hear. So when McCain starts talking this way, Falwell and all his crew is going to embrace him. McCain talks about the other things, like people on the left are going to embrace him. I don't think it's just about McCain.
Are right-wing Christians then going to embrace him too? Is that what you're saying?
I think so. People are so short-sighted. It's what have they said and done lately. That's what we'll build a whole thing off of.
Yeah, and I think I think politicians know that, and they can kind of tweak people to win them like that.
Seems a little bad.
Is that bad?
Yeah, probably.
Real bad?
Yeah,
I think it is, because I think later in the presidency, he's not really going to be like...
He's not going to be...
Falwell, come to the White House.
Come on over,
help
let's
me make
have some
decisions.
pancakes.
Yeah, I agree. But I still stand behind him. Next.
You heard it here first. Matt Kitchen will be voting for John McCain.
All right, next story. Canada shuts out Hamas. I'm not going to go there with that one. No, I just always, there's always the news anchors who try to keep their political... I'm apparently not like that
Apparently not at all. Okay. I love Apple and I love John McCain. I'm Matt Kitchen. Apparently I love Canada.
Canada shuts out Hamas. No contact, no funds, period. Relations with Palestinian government cut aid to flow via humanitarian agencies.
And why would they do this with Hamas?
Hamas is bad.
This is what I've heard.
Okay, so basically Canada has decided to cut all contact, all funds. They say we cannot send any direct aid to an organization that refuses to renounce terrorist activity and refuses to renounce violence.
Earlier you told me that Hamas gives high fives to terrorists.
Yes.
That's what you said.
Hamas likes terrorists, they promote terrorists, and they give high five to terrorists.
Yes.
So Canada will cut as much as $25 million in aid, but it's important to note that this is not humanitarian aid. This is just
aid to
country
the
public,
direct aid to the government.
So why are they cutting it? Because Hamas is listed as a terrorist group in the Criminal Code of Canada.
Yeah.
Also known as the CCOC.
My question, Canadian. My question is this.
I wanted to make it the story without a Canadian.
My question is this: shouldn't America have been the first to say we're not going to cooperate with Hamas?
Absolutely.
Didn't we declare war on terror?
I think we tried to do that, but people were too busy trying to say maybe we should talk it out first.
Talk it out. You got to talk it out with terrorists.
I'm such a promoter of talking things out.
McCain said, we agreed to disagree on some things, and now we're going to move forward. He didn't say that. I'm sorry.
He didn't say that. So, okay, yes, it's only Canada, but still, I think what they did is right. I think it's public knowledge that Hamas supports terrorists, so we really shouldn't support them, I think. So, even though it's only Canada, I think doing what's right as soon as the opportunity presents itself is really strong.
Yes. And America probably should pay attention to that.
America probably should have looked at that and looked at their little brother up north and said, hey, Canada never does anything, but they did this. We probably should have done this.
We probably should have done this a couple months ago. So maybe January.
Yeah, props to Canada. Enjoy the moose and maple leafs.
Yeah, good luck talking that one out, McCain. All right, that's the end of this first part of episode 3. We'll be back in 2 days, so go to socialtruth.com, comment, post, maybe even call in. Have a great day.
Enjoy.